What's up everyone? Welcome to my channel. I'm Sabrina Marie or Marie J here on YouTube, and today I have another glowy makeup look. In today's video I will be featuring the Becca and Jaclyn Hill palette. I'm sure a lot of you have heard about this collaboration, and let me tell you, this palette is amazing. It has not launched yet, but I will leave all the launch details and everything down below in the description box. I will also be using some products that were sent over from Becca Cosmetics, but I hope you all enjoy this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you aren't subscribed already, and let's go ahead and move on to the tutorial. So since this is a summer makeup, well, first I'm going to start off by putting some chapstick on my lips. So on my lips right now, I'm putting the Smith's Minted Rose Lip Balm. To start off the look, I'm going to use two different primers. I'm going to use an illuminating primer on the outer part of my face, and then I'm going to use a mattifying primer in the middle because I tend to get really oily in the center of my face. So for the T-zone area, I'm going to use my Rimmel Stay Matte Primer, and I've been using the heck out of this primer. For the outer part of my face, I'm using the Sephora Beauty Amplifier. I've featured this in a few of my videos already, but this is from the Sephora collection. If you have dry skin, you can definitely mix this in with your foundation, but I have oily skin, so I'm not going to do that for the summertime. In the winter and spring, it can pass, but summertime, I don't think I can do it. But for foundation, I'm using the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation, and mine is in the shade 8 Golden Neutral. I did a full review and demo on this foundation. If you have not watched it, I will leave it in the cards, and then I will leave a link down below in the description box. And you can put as much or as little as you want. You do not have to put this much, or you can go in with more if you would like. And then I am going to blend that out with my beauty blender. You do have to run the beauty blender under the sink. I know that a lot of us already know that, but there are still a lot of people out there that don't know that this has to be wet before using it. I typically apply my foundations with my Morphe brush, but I want this to really blend into the skin and look a little bit more like my skin rather than focusing on the coverage. Typically, when I want a fuller coverage, I will use the Morphe brush. The one I'm talking about, I use it all the time. It's the Morphe M439. If I want a fuller coverage, I'll use this. But for the summertime, I still wear a lot of makeup in the summertime, let's be honest. But I like it to look a little bit more natural or like my skin. So that's why I'm using my dampened beauty blender. So once I've blended the heck out of that, I'm going to go ahead and go in with my Bare Minerals concealer, and this is the Complete Coverage Serum Concealer. I've also used this a few times on my channel, and mine is in the shade Medium. I'm just applying that all over underneath the eyes. I'm also bringing it up just a little bit in the inner corner because I have a lot of darkness there. So I'm going to let this sit on my skin for a while, and I'm going to go ahead and move on to cream contouring. So I'm going to use the Becca Cosmetics Foundation and Concealer 2 palette. There are 10 colors in here, and you can see there are a bunch of contouring and bronzing shades in here. In the brush collection they gave me, there's not really one for foundation or to apply cream products with. So I'm just going to use my Morphe M492, this color right here. Oh yeah, that's a good bronzing color. I'm just applying this on the perimeter of my face very, very lightly because I'm still going to go in with powder. I'm just using this to add some color back into my skin. So now to blend out the concealer, I'm using my beauty blender again. To set all of that in place, I'm going to go in with I'll do my Coty powder because I feel like I'm already using a few high-end products. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with the Airspun Translucent Extra Coverage Powder. So I'm going to go in with about that much and then just setting that under eye area. And you can see that when I put that powder on there, it's not a thick layer. It's a layer that's thick enough to set the area, but not thick enough to consider it baking. And I know this seems like a lot of makeup for summertime. If you want something more lightweight, you can use a BB cream or something a lot thinner than a full coverage foundation. Sorry if you hear talking in the background, everybody just got home. Once I've set that all in place, I'm gonna start on my eyes and then move on to the rest of my face later on. I'm actually gonna do my eyebrows. So I'm using the BH Cosmetics HD Brow Pencil. I've never tried this, but it looks similar to the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. This one is in the shade Medium. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit so you guys can see. I'm actually really liking the way this is working right now. It feels very, very similar to the Brow Wiz. To clean up my brows, I'm using the BH Cosmetics number 10 brush. And this entire collection has like the pink matte handle. And I'm cleaning them up with the Bare Minerals concealer. And I'm gonna do my eyes featuring this palette right here. This is the Becca and Jaclyn Hill palette. So I'm gonna start off using the BH Cosmetics number 6 brush, same collection, just number 6. And I'm gonna use Prosecco Pop, which is the one on this side. And I'm gonna apply this all over my lid area, including right underneath the brow. For my crease, I'm going to use the blush in Amaretto. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to the rest of my face, and then I'll go back to my eyes. And using the BH Cosmetics number 1 brush, I'm going to bronze up my face using the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Give Me Sun, which is one of my favorites. I'm going to apply this right. Ooh, this brush. This brush pretty much contoured my cheek. Like, do you see that line right there? To highlight, I'm going to use the same palette, and I always use Champagne Pop, so I'm going to use Prosecco Pop again. I'm just going to use the BH Cosmetics number 2 brush. I'm just going to pinch it so it's kind of like a fan brush. This highlight is so pretty, yes. So as I mentioned, I do sometimes go in on the tip of my nose. So just in this area. And on the Cupid's bow. By the way, I'm using the BH Cosmetics number 13 brush. So now that we're super glowy and highlighted, we can move on to the blush. Same brush I was using to apply my highlight, and I'm going to apply the blush. And it's the bronzy blush that's in the middle. And I'm just going to run that on my nose as well. I am going to apply lashes and mascara, but I'm going to go ahead and do that at the end. For now, we're going to go ahead and move on to my lips. For lip color, I'm using MAC's Velvet Teddy lipstick. I haven't used this one in quite a while, so I thought I would pull this one out. And we're using a lip gloss today on top of that, and I'm using Anastasia Beverly Hills Gilded lip gloss. To finish off the eyes, I'm going in with the Take Me to Brazil BH Cosmetics palette, and I'm taking the mustard yellow shade right here. There are a few other yellows, but this is like a dark mustard yellow, so I'm going to use that, and I'm going to apply some of that on my lower lash line using the number 12 BH Cosmetics brush. Okay, and then the last step is just to apply lashes, and I'm using some of my favorites. These are the Cream Shop lashes in the style 805. These are similar to the Salon Perfect 615 lashes, except they are longer at the ends rather than in the middle. And that's how I got this summer glowy makeup look, using the BH Cosmetics products that were sent to me and using the Becca and Jaclyn Hill palette. So I hope you all enjoyed this. If you did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. I love you all, and I will see you on my next video.